Dear university members, almost exactly 4 months ago, we as the Rectorate decided together with the various faculties that in view of the global coronavirus pandemic, the University of Bonn would implement a digital summer semester and switch to minimal attendance with immediate effect. We made sure that critical infrastructures would continue operations. A large portion of research activities were continued. International cooperation also faced a vast challenge. Many students were forced to defer or even cancel their semester abroad, and research trips had to be suspended until further notice. But there never was any doubt for us that these international interactions were now more important than ever, because only together with our international partners would we be able to find solutions to important questions of the future. So even in these times, international cooperation would not be postponed or paused, because multilateral exchange and global networking had become vital as they had never been before. We quickly learned that in some respects at least, internationalization is possible without the need for physical mobility. We now can travel and network all over the globe, digitally. So we are doing everything we can to maintain and to further our international cooperation despite the restrictions on mobility. In the course of the summer semester, we were able to provide laboratory courses and exams in exceptional cases and based on the legal framework. Operations at the University and State Library and in the department libraries have now resumed. While before the pandemic, only a small number of video conferences took place at our university every week, there are currently over 1,000 every day. Excursions have become possible once more, and the university museums have reopened. Overall, we have mastered the challenge of the digital summer semester very well. Our lecturers, researchers, students, and staff members performed extraordinary achievements in the past weeks, often far beyond the norm. I'm also thinking, for example, of our early career researchers, who have been badly affected by the crisis, especially with regard to career planning. The fact that we have maintained the basic functions of our university to a large extent under permanently changing legal conditions, and even continued to run them as usual from our homes, is a huge success. We are very much aware that this tour de force was an enormous challenge for each and every one of us in this exceptional situation. This is also true, and also especially true for our families. And in many places, it will continue to be the case, unfortunately. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all your commitment and your efforts. However, the situation remains serious around the world, with a pandemic taking a very different course in different countries and greatly varying political responses to it. For us, one lesson that we have learned from these global experiences is that it is essential to adhere to the rules of social distancing and hygiene, so that the situation will continue to remain largely under control. I would now like to turn to the ministerial guidelines concerning the winter semester 2020-2021. The lecture period will begin on October 26, 2020. Because of the postponement of the enrollment deadlines due to the pandemic, first-year undergraduate students and all students whose degree course ends with a state or church final exam will begin their winter semester on November 2nd, 2020. The lecture period will end for all students on February 12th, 2021. particularly in the light of the positive experiences and developments of the past few weeks. We decided together with the faculty management that in the coming winter semester, we would like to further increase the number of face-to-face courses while continuing to those tried and tested digital elements. In all of this, health and safety continue to be a priority for us. We have a clear focus on those who are at risk. And that is why there will be no obligation for teaching staff, for example, to teach face-to-face. We will reduce attendance obligations to what is absolutely necessary. At the same time, we ask all teaching staff to do everything they can to make sure that those who cannot attend courses in person can also successfully complete the winter semester. Many students and lecturers have expressed the explicit wish to retain digital elements that have worked successfully alongside traditional approaches. Based on this idea, we are carrying out broad-based evaluations, and we will decide together with the faculties whether and which digital elements should be continued in the future. This also applies to the area of internationalization. We are currently developing virtual formats for exchange and cooperation so that we can make greater use of the many digital opportunities for internationalization going forward. We also hope that international experiences will become an important part of their university experience for even more students. At the same time, we also hope that travel will soon become easier again for our scientists and students, because these experiences are and continue to be indispensable. Dear university members, the overall situation remains highly volatile and dynamic in the light of the global pandemic. The situation can change daily, even here in Bonn. Today, it was important to me to send this fundamental signal to you for your planning. We will continue to keep you informed about all developments and decisions, about all the details via our homepage and in the form of video messages right up until the beginning of the winter semester. I hope you will understand that many of those details will only become clear over the course of the next coming weeks and months. The team in our international office will continue to be available and to provide support, advice, and assistance for all target groups. This includes the best possible support in all questions concerning entry, departure, and residence in Germany for our university members. For today, let me express my heartfelt wish that you and your families, wherever you may currently be, may have a good and healthy summer, especially, if possible, the time and opportunity to relax and recharge. Take good care of yourselves and to the people around you. Thank you very much.